Bernard was, what, 43, 44, 45 when he won his third world title. So, I mean, listen, miracles can happen. He's focused. He looks fit.
Can't bounce back from a knockout period. He got knocked out early in his career twice and came back and did all this?
Yes, you heard that right. Leaked sparring footage from Manny Pacquiao's 2025 training camp has surfaced online, and it's got the boxing world buzzing. At 46 years old, Pacquiao looks as sharp and determined as ever, showing flashes of that legendary hand speed and signature footwork in the ring. This isn't a ceremonial return. This is a real fight camp. The comeback is on, and who's he fighting? None other than Mario Barrios, the current WBC welterweight champion.
Yan ang yan ang pag-aral mo sa kanya, hindi niya mabuklaw. Yan. Yan ang hindi nakukuha nila.
Welterweight champion. Younger, bigger, and active, but let's not count Manny out just yet. Even Michael Buffer, the voice of boxing, called it epic. He said miracles can happen, and he believes Manny's focus and form make this more than just a nostalgic appearance. This is serious. Look, for those of us who followed Pacquiao over the years, this comeback hits different. We watch him win titles in 8 weight divisions. Take out
Manny's one of your favorites all time. He's coming back now. He was off for 4 years. I've been watching him train every day. He looks like he hasn't missed a beat. He's sharp as could be.
Listen, I wish him well. Big George, God rest his soul. Was 45 when he won the heavyweight title. Bernard was, what, 43, 44, 45 when he won his third world title. So, I mean, listen, miracles can happen. He's focused. He looks fit. And I wish him well. I love him. Wish him the best.
Take out legends like Barrera, Morales, De La Hoya, Hatton, Cotto, Thurman, the list goes on. And now, 4 years after his last fight, he's back. Justin Fortune part of Manny's longtime team. Compare him to Michael Jordan, and not just for the name value. He says Manny's work ethic, his mentality, his refusal to age like a normal human being is what makes him special. The guy's doing 1,600 sit-ups, running for an hour, hitting intense strength and conditioning circuits, and this is at 46. He's not playing around, and let's be real, the training footage is impressive.
Okay, how's it going?
All right, good. Everything's good.
All right, so
Good, man.
for a long time we talked about Manny Pacquiao coming back, Justin. For a long time we talked about him fighting. Now it's real, it's happening. Him and Mario Barrios, break it down.
Yeah, Barrios is champion, so it's a good fight.
WBC champ.
Don't count Pacquiao. Everyone's counting Pacquiao out because of his age. It's like a bunch of haters, man. He still has tons of power, tons of speed, and a shitload of experience.
If Manny wins, would it shock you or no?
No.
But it would shock the whole world.
It would shock the world, but he wins at his age, yeah, I mean, but it's not, listen, he's 45, 46.
He live in jail.
45, 46, but he's not. He's always active. He's always staying active. He's always doing something. Mostly playing basketball, some sort of sport, something cardio. So no, not really.
When Nate Diaz beat Conor McGregor, he said, "I'm not surprised." So Manny could say that after he beats Barrios, that he wasn't surprised that he's supposed to win.
Diaz beat. I mean, different Diaz. I like Diaz.
He's funny.
He fucking will fight.
Yeah, fight anyone, anywhere,
He'll
anytime.
fight anybody.
So,
no, it's just it's a fight. No, it'd be for him to win that at 45, 46. Yeah, it's a big thing. But then he hasn't taken any damage. Foreman came back, won titles in his 40s and stuff. I know the heavyweights, it's a bit different, but
stayed in shape the 4 years he didn't fight.
Which is impressive. We've seen legends come back. And sure, some of them look good for a few seconds on the mitts. But Pacquiao, this isn't a highlight reel. This is a full-blown fight camp. Intense drills. Real sparring. Focused combos. The speed is still there. The movement is still there. It doesn't feel like he ever left. Roy Jones Jr. summed it up best. Most fighters come back for a check or some ceremony. But Manny, he's coming back to win. This isn't about stepping into the spotlight again. It's about dominating. Even Joe...
Machine. He ran an hour. He did strength and conditioning with you, which is not easy.
He ran an hour. He didn't realize that this gets a bit harder. And as we increase the rounds with this, he's going to pull back on the runs a little bit. Now he knows.
He did strength and conditioning with you. He went all out. He worked hard, and now he's doing 1,600 sit-ups.
Yeah, well,
He's a machine.
Yeah.
What kind of machine is he?
Huh?
What kind of machine?
Crazy machine. He will, but as we increase this, we'll pull the running back shorter, faster. But you know, he knows. So now he knows what the training's about. We increase the train, we increase the stations, change it up all the time, so it's continually shocking his system, and we get the good results.
It was a great workout this morning. He worked hard, as he always does. And the whole team's here. You feel the energy, the vibe.
Yeah,
Good energy.
More people than I thought, but you know.
This is light.
This guy here, I got trained with this guy.
This is light.
Been trying like in weeks now. He's wanting, and he keeps bugging me out his fucking jacket. Give me a job. Give me a job. Come on, mate.
Yesterday at the gym, he was throwing flurries. 10, 12, 15 punches in a combo. That's looking incredible. I know mitts and bags don't punch back, but he looks the same as he did. I've been saying that. He hasn't missed a beat.
No, he hasn't missed a beat.
Even Joe Rogan weighed in, calling Pacquiao's form insane. Remember, this is a guy who beat Keith Thurman at 40 years old, Thurman, who was undefeated and in his prime. That wasn't a fluke. That was Pacquiao being Pacquiao out of course. There are skeptics. Bob Arum.
Don't shadow boxing like that.
Because it's lazy, right? Just kind of...
When you do like shadow boxing like that, what is that for? Because you can apply that in a habit. You become a habit. When you shadow boxing like...
Woo! Woo!
Like that.
The speed is still there. Woo!
Bob Arum, who promoted most of Manny's career, admitted he's concerned. And yeah, at 46, the legs are usually the first to go. Not the speed, not the power. The legs. That's the big question. Can Manny still move like the old days when it counts round after round? Chris Mannix and Sergio Mora both made great points, especially Mora, who said that for elite fighters, ring IQ and footwork don't always fade the way hand speed does. And Pacquiao's been active. He's not a guy who went off the grid. He plays basketball, keeps fit, and clearly
left, ready to go again, working with Freddie Roach. I feel like I'm back in 2010, the Wayback Machine. Pacquiao looked pretty good in some of the videos that I saw, like he wasn't in horrible shape, but he is 46 years old going up against a guy that is more than a decade younger than him in Mario Barrios. Bob Arum, in the same interview, he said that he was worried about Manny Pacquiao. This is a guy that promoted Pacquiao for most of his professional career, not promoting this fight against Barrios, but he said he is concerned for Pacquiao going into this fight. Do you have concerns about Pacquiao going in?
No, I don't have concerns. And look, I can post a video and look good for 10 seconds right now. Just like when Mike Tyson looked like a killer when he was promoting the Jake Paul fight. You writers and you guys with the non-boxing, I need to get those videos out of your head because they're just clips. Anyone could look good for that long. I can train you to look good for 10 seconds. It'll be pretty hard, but I can train you to look good for 10 seconds on video. So don't worry about that. I look, Bob Arum knows what he's talking about because it's the legs that's going to get to Pacquiao, not the power, not the explosive speed in front of a heavy bag. But whenever you're in front of an opponent, and he's going to be moving around, it's the legs that are going to fail you. They're going to betray you. The power's not going to betray you. That lasts until the very end. His punch resistance, that's not going to betray him because that never goes. Speed, and it's because you rely on your legs. That's the thing that goes at age. So at 46 years old, Manny Pacquiao's not going to have zero legs. Man style, but I don't think he's going to be at danger to risk his health or anything like that, especially against a Mario Barrios. Because Pacquiao knows how to fight. Whenever you know how to fight, you know how to survive. You know how to slow things down. You know how to not take risks. Pacquiao only got knocked out 3 times in 72 fights. 2 of those were in the 90s before you and I even knew him. And one time against Marquez, it was a one-punch knockout. Those really don't take away from your career and your longevity. It was one-punch knockouts. It's the beatdowns over a long period of time, for 10, 12, 11, 11 rounds. Those are the ones that catch up to you. Those are the ones that actually slow you down and are detrimental to your health. One-punch knockouts, you can get past those. Early knockouts that are way back in the rearview mirror, you can forget those. Pacquiao's going to be just fine against Mario Barrios.
Basketball keeps fit and clearly stayed ready. And let's not forget, Mario Barrios is no pushover. 29 wins, 18 KOs. Taller, younger, naturally bigger, and currently holding the WBC title. He's legit, but he's also never faced anyone quite like Manny Pacquiao, a fighter with a kind of rhythm, speed, and angles that confuse even the best in their prime. Freddie Roach believes Manny...
Yeah.
And
seeing him beat Keith Thurman at 40 years old, like, God damn, this guy's great. I mean, just look at his career with 8 different weight classes, world titles in? 8 different weight classes. 40 years old, beats Keith Thurman, who's in his prime.
Right.
Crazy. I mean, what a man. I mean, what a world champion.
Well, he sure turned back the hands of time on that one.
Crazy.
Didn't he?
And he fought in spurts. Both of them fought in spurts. And I thought Keith was going to pick up on it, but Pacquiao was only fighting the end of the round.
Roach believes Manny's conditioning is better than some fighters in their 20s. And you know what? That might just be true. Even Robert Garcia, who's usually very level-headed, said that while it's not ideal to fight at 46, if anyone can pull it off, it's Pacquiao. He's not fighting for money. He's not doing it for clout. He wants to go out as a champion. And now it's official. Mauricio Suleiman, the WBC president, confirmed it. Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios is happening this July. The WBC approved the title shot, calling it similar to Sugar Ray Leonard get his crack at Marvin Hagler after 4 years out of the game. Legends get that respect.
About Manny Pacquiao.
No, I love Manny and I'm glad Manny going in too. I'm not saying that Manny's not capable. Manny's one of the dudes that I think definitely deserves to be in. Manny always has been and always will be one of my favorites because of the way he fights. I mean, a guy to come back after being knocked out in 2 of his first 3 fights, then come back and do all the things that Manny did. That story is also just as awesome as Vinny Pazienza's story. You feel me? I mean, come on. Most guys can't bounce back from a knockout period. He got knocked out early in his career twice and came back and did all this.
Well, you know what? Being that we're talking about these old fights, Roy, can you think you can rate your favorite 5 fights of your career of all time?
Of my career?
Yeah.
Yes. It would probably be James Toney, John Ruiz, Montel Griffin 2, Richard Hall, and probably Jeff Lacey.
Calling it similar to Sugar Ray Leonard get his crack at Marvin Hagler after 4 years out of the game. Legends get that respect. Manny has a professional record of 62 wins, 39 by knockout, 8 losses, and 2 draws. Barrios? He's 29-1 with 18 KOs. On paper, it's youth versus legacy. Fresh legs versus championship experience. My honest take. Don't be shocked if he does. He's not stepping in the ring to relive the past. He's stepping in to make one last statement. And if he wins, and that's a huge, if this could go down as one of the most impressive final chapters in boxing history.
Pacquiao to do some any fighter to do incredible stuff, I will bet that Manny Pacquiao will be the guy, and that's why he's one of the GOATs of the sport of boxing, or probably the GOAT, arguably. All right, Manny Pacquiao could beat Mario Barrios. Now Mario Barrios is good. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to devalue Mario Barrios, but Manny Pacquiao is just a special fighter, special human being, a freak of nature. All right? I do, and like I said in the beginning, if these guys could do it, I believe that Manny Pacquiao could do it. He lives a wholesome life. He lives a sober life. He doesn't party around and stuff like that unless he's with the wife. You know, he's a family man. He's a God-fearing man. And look, just like George Foreman was a God-fearing man who was living a clean life and stuff like that. I believe that Manny Pacquiao, with the power of Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying? With the power of Christ, I believe that Manny Pacquiao could do it all. If he puts his mind to it, He works hard. He's focused on it. And I think that Manny Pacquiao is that. And also, I believe why Manny Pacquiao could beat Mario Barrios this fall. Of course, that's the report that they're saying. That Manny Pacquiao is going to be back in the fall. ESPN broke the news. Mike Coppinger and Sean Gibbons, over a reporter, has reported to ESPN as well. And Manny Pacquiao has spoken as well. I think that Manny Pacquiao never got demoralized again. He never got demoralized when versus Ugas. And I just think that now he could focus just in boxing, because in the last several fights that Manny Pacquiao did have, he was 1 foot in and 1 foot out, because of course he was running for senator. He was in the Senate seat. He was playing government. You know what I'm saying? And he had a lot of just as much he had a responsibility to prepare for a boxing match. He had a lot of responsibility for his country. So of course there was a lot. He had a lot in his on his hands, on the table. But now, for the first time in a long time, Manny Pacquiao is just focused on boxing. And if Manny Pacquiao is going to focus on boxing, if a dangerous man like Manny Pacquiao is going to focus on boxing, woo! Manny Pacquiao is going to go on the tear. He's going to go on the tear. And I don't think that Mario Barrios got the power to keep off Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao, one of boxing's greatest legends, is coming out of retirement at 46 years old to fight Mario Barrios, the current WBC welterweight champion. This fight is officially scheduled for July 2025. Pacquiao hasn't fought in 4 years. Most boxers retire by their late 30s, but Manny's 46 Barrios is younger, taller, active, and a current world champion. Despite all that, Pacquiao still looks fast, strong, and fit in his training videos. Manny throwing 10 to 15 punch combinations. He's moving fast, showing excellent footwork, and working with legendary trainer Freddie Roach, doing 1,600 sit-ups a day. He's running, sparring, and going through intense strength.
Day one. Marvin. Good. Good.
Strength training like a fighter in his 20s up Michael Buffer. The legendary announcer called it epic and said miracles can happen. Joe Rogan, shocked at how sharp Pacquiao still looks, reminded everyone that Manny beat Keith Thurman at 40. Roy Jones Jr. says this isn't a publicity stunt. Manny's training like he wants to dominate. Chris Mannix and Sergio Morris's ring IQ and footwork have been faded like most fighters his age.
The WBC president Mauricio Sullivan has said Mario Barrios will face Manny Pacquiao this July. That's some crazy shit, bro. That's some crazy news. Manny Pacquiao is 46 years of age. He's making his return to the ring. And he said he wants to go out with a bang. He wants to finish his career as a champion. That's some crazy shit. Manny Pacquiao's professional record currently stands at 62 wins. 39 of those coming via knockout, 8 losses and 2 draws. Manny Pacquiao has one of the most impressive CVs in the sport of boxing. Just take a look at from 09 Ricky Hatton all the way up until here. There's so many names: Timothy Bradley, Manuel Marquez, Shane Mosley, Joshua Clotley, Miguel Cotto, Floyd Mayweather, Jesse Vargas. Like, there's so many names on this list. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a look at Mario Barrios' record. 29 wins, 18 of those coming via knockout, 2 losses and 1 draw on his resume. What do I make of this fight? I don't know, you know. I mean, listen, this is a young man's sport. I ask myself, Manny Pacquiao, why do you want to come back and fight a younger fighter? You know what I mean? Mario Barrios, who's the current champion, who's the WBC champion. Why? What have you got to prove? You've proven everything throughout your career. So I don't know what to say, but anyways, let me know in the comment section what you guys think, and watch a clip of the president of WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, talk about this.
As of now, Mario Barrios is the WBC champion. So who is he mandated to fight next? Do you have made that decision yet?
Well, at this time, Mario Barrios is going to fight Manny Pacquiao in July. He wants to retire as WBC champion, so he's fighting in the welterweight division.
Why does he come out of retirement and get a WBC title shot in his first fight?
Because it's something that WBC has respected. Sugar Ray Leonard was retired 4 years when he requested to fight Marvin Hagler and defeated Hagler. So we do have that provision in the rules. A legendary champion with the credentials such as Manny Pacquiao. He has been medically cleared, licensed by Nevada, so we have voted in favor to allow that fight to happen.
Robert Garcia says he respects the legend, but is concerned about his age and ability to keep up record 62 wins, 39 by knockout, 8 losses. 2 draws for his boxer to win world titles in 8 different weight divisions. Mario Barrios' record: 29 wins, 18 KOs, 2 losses, 1 draw. Current WBC welterweight champion, younger, bigger. And in his physical prim, he says he wants to retire as a world champion, is no longer in politics full time. So now he's 100% focused on boxing. He's always stayed active, playing basketball, staying in shape, never let himself get out of condition.